Just last week was my birthday, and there is no better way to spend it than with the Todd Shapiro gang over on the Todd Shapiro Show on Sirius XM. We talked about DisneyCollector, also this mysterious tunnel that was discovered here in Toronto. My name's Michael McCrudden, and welcome to I.O. on the Radio. Oh, and that little part about me living in the woods? Yeah, that's a true story.
Mr. McCrudden.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
Yeah.
What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Guys, today's a big day. It's
Why?
actually my birthday.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
I was going to invite you guys all to my party. We had a great idea to do this tunnel thing out near York University, but it's on hold.
That's a crazy story, eh?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Do you know much about that story?
It's a Toronto story. I haven't talked about it on I.O., but yeah, I know all about it, man. It's who could. I think it's a bunch of York kids that want to get into some Al-Qaeda bad behavior.
It's a weird, it's a really weird tunnel right now, man. Like, that's a strange thing to have down there, but it's got full support. And to build support structure for a tunnel like that, you have to have a bit of knowledge.
So, if people don't know what we're talking about, you're dumb. No, the entire world knows what we're talking about now. Yeah. This tunnel found in York University in the woods there, that's leading to the Pan Am Games, because that's where they're going to play tennis in the Rexall Centre, right?
Yes.
And it just confused people. Now there's two schools of thought on this. One, wow, this is genius. Someone was up to something no good. Genius in a dark way, but genius, because how did they get away with it for so long? The other school of thought is, my goodness, our wonderful police force screwed this one up. That's what a lot of people are saying. Because why didn't they just stake it out from hundreds of yards away, you know, with big telescopes, and wait there very patiently with, you know, some nice Tim Hortons by their side, or, you know, whatever it may be, and just wait until they go and finish this thing.
It was unfortunate because the media is the one that baited out the scene, as they would say. The media found out before the police did. And kind of brought attention to the tunnel like that, which caused the whole thing to get messed up. However, one of the big significant parts of this is that you have to pay to excavate dirt out of there. So there's just real dirt that got taken out of there. There's only so many places in the city that you can get to pick up dirt. So hopefully they can find a lead and figure out who did it.
I think it's a bunch of young kids, to be honest with you. I remember I spent my youth, like, I turned the forest into my own, like, pimp palace. I had a bonfire going. I had a tent up. That's where I lost my virginity. I feel like this is some local kids, and they're, like, not getting away with what they want to at their dorm. And they're putting their engineering education to some good use.
That's a weird way to do it, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty odd. The thing is, they're saying with this one is that the structure was more than just, and maybe it was engineering students, but structurally, it was very sound.
Yeah.
I know I heard some war vets talking to, and they're going, this thing would have collapsed within a week or something. But the fact is, someone knew what they were doing. So there's a bunch of different theories. I'm going to turn down the happy music, because I feel like, you know, this doesn't quite go well with a terror hideout.
And then there's the Breaking Bad theory, right? Like, we ever watched that show and they had a school bus, you know, 6 feet under. So perhaps maybe they wanted to do a little grow up. And again, students, man, who doesn't want a little bit of that around campus?
Well, so, you know, they're saying that maybe it was this terror hideout, and it would have been this bunker. Who knows? The other thing is, it could have just been the students from York Lassonde School of Engineering. And maybe these guys were just doing something very cool. Perhaps it was a treasure hunt. Unlikely. But burrowers were there looking for an artifact of any major value. They were just going there and looking for some sort of stuff. Maybe it was an old miner.
Like, if my grandfather was still alive, it would for sure be my grandfather who just wants a new cantina to store wine. Right? But, like, he's not alive anymore, so it's not him.
One of the creepy ones, and actually my wife said to me that this was sort of her thought, was like maybe it was some sick perv's idea to have, you know, like a place for, you know, a predator to bring people. Disgusting, terrible. But there's those that say that. Yeah. Maybe it was a hermit.
You know, it's just, it cost whoever did this a bit of money to do it.
Yep.
Because they had
to excavate the dirt.
To excavate the dirt and to have it taken out of there. That's quite a bit of money. So you're looking at, for that much dirt, maybe over $1,000, maybe $2,000, $3,000 in cost. So he spent some money to have a really creepy cave.
Time. Obviously, no one caught wind of this. Like, this didn't just happen overnight.
I'm telling you, from my experience in my youth living in the woods, you can get around for quite a bit of time.
I'm worried about you, Michael McCrudden.
Exactly.
I was 16 at the time, maybe 2 blocks from home, but I was getting away with all sorts of things.
Most people say my experience as a youth on a baseball team or at summer camp. Yours is living in the woods.
Yeah, no, I legit moved in. I had my cat there and everything, man. It was like home.
It's so wild, though, isn't it? Though, like in the woods, you couldn't do this, man. It was 11 meters in length. It had support systems. It had a sump pump. It had a gas generator, electrical cords going to it, gas cans, wheelbarrows. I mean, ladders, obviously, drainage hoses. This thing is legit. This is wild. And tunnel enthusiasts exist. Let me just say that. Okay, but there's something called tunnel enthusiasts. But across the world, they're getting together and trying to solve this. And it's a big mystery, and it's very local. And I find it quite fascinating, but also quite frightening on the same breath.
For sure shouldn't have any tunnel enthusiasts. No. If you're enthusiastic about a dark hole in the ground, you got to go out more. That's a weird thing to be an enthusiast about.
My favorite thing is some people are commenting on all these articles and they're writing about this tunnel. What is it? What's a reason for it? And people are writing, Rob Ford is still determined to have his own subway. He's building it. It's
a good idea.
Rob Ford, that's what he needs to sell the ties for on eBay so he can raise some money to excavate the dirt.
That's why he's selling his pajamas. Yeah. Buy steel.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, it's a wild thing. If you have any tips, feel free to call the tip line here.
Yeah, 1-844-TTS show or 1-844-TIPS.
Hit extension 2 if you do that. McCrudden, what else is going on in the wild, crazy world of the interweb?
Yeah, there's this big story coming out of YouTube. It's a bit of a twofer. Now, I know you've got a baby on the way. Is that right?
Yeah, dude. My wife's 4.5 months pregnant, and I got to tell you.
Unbelievable.
I want to slow it down here for a second. I never know what I can or can't say because my wife's so nice. She's so, like, legit. She's such a classy woman. Really a foolish decision on her behalf being with me. She looks so good. I love the way she's filling out everywhere. I honestly love it so much. I am so attracted to this whole process. I'm expecting father. So what relates to that?
Right. The third biggest YouTuber right now is DisneyCollector. They're fighting for the top with Rihanna, Justin Bieber, Katy Perry. All this person does is gets Disney toys, sits there, and unwraps them. Oh,
are you? Yeah, I made this ID. Tell me if this makes sense.
And our internet sensation of the day is...
Beautiful.
Hey,
that's really cool.
It's for you, bro.
Oh, no way.
It's all for you, man.
That's sensation.
Yeah, we made it. We made it in the woods.
That's all. Yeah.
So tell me about this.
Yeah. So she's on YouTube like day and night.
Kidding me.
Listen, all she does is open this stuff up, plays with the toys. She's got this beautiful Brazilian accent. She made $5 million last year on YouTube. Whoa. But the world's going, who the hell is she? She's concealing herself. All she shows is her hands.
Wrong? Oh, you know.
Yeah. You're gonna listen. You're gonna hear this in the background because your kid's gonna be watching this in 2 years.
Yeah, that's fair. I got to start kind of having a gauge of this kind of stuff.
Her identity has just been revealed.
Oh, and
so the whole world's been asking, who is this money? People scratching their heads. YouTube wanted to figure it out, and one snoopy neighbor saw a scar on her elbow, and then he went back to his memory bank, which is his spank bank, and found out that she used to be a porn star. Of course. Named Sandy Summers.
No way. Some perv figured that out from a scar. This whole world, I don't want to live here anymore. I mean, I don't want to die either. I'm a happy guy, but I want to be on another planet. I don't want to be on a planet where a girl makes $5 million from ungifting. What do they call it?
Yeah, a box reveal.
Box reveal.
Speaking of that, I'm on Google looking at photos of her. Also has quite a nice box.
Yeah, oh my goodness. And that Brazilian accent is like,
oh my God. So this girl, Sandy Summers, some perv now, like this coming full circle, this world, it is, I get so angry. I get so angry because I work so hard and I want to provide for a family.
I know.
And you know, like, how is it that the Toronto Police Department can't figure out who dug a 20-mile tunnel, essentially. But some perv on the internet can ungift the ungifter. That's it. By a scar.
Oh, yeah. And she went to great lengths to keep her stuff concealed, right? Like, she was a recluse. Her and her husband live in Florida, and for the past 3 years, their neighbors said, we never saw them. All we saw...
Has she lost credibility now?
That's it, right? Because no one, like, people are their kids are obsessed with this work, and now it's got tainted.
I admire her for creating this business and doing, understanding that it wouldn't mix, but she's obviously evolved, changed, and found a passion and gets 5 million hits on pulling out the next My Little Pony or whatever.
Yeah, there's some brains behind that.
My goodness.
Yeah,
Brody,
crazy.
What can we do?
No,
we need
I'm
better
done.
brain. I know.
No,
Let's
we're
quit.
done. Let's quit.
Let's just
they
go
open
drain.
up Dixie boxes, Disney boxes, and make $5 million a year. I write jokes, do stand up. Off a board, I don't even know how to work. I drive a carts and explode. I make $8 a year. I hate this.
I know. You quit? Are you quitting?
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm done too. I'm done. I give up. I give up.
What can I unbox on YouTube for money, bro? Love seeing you here, Mike.
Micah McCrudden. I have 2 guests I got to get to in 15 minutes. Thank you for hanging out with us. You're a beauty. InformOverload is where to find him. What are you on Twitter?
McCrudden M, double C, double D.
Thank you very much for unveiling the latest.
And our internet sensation of the day is...
some chick who brings out a Mickey Mouse ear.
There you have it. Now, if you want more content with these guys and in this format, be sure to subscribe to their YouTube channel. A link is in the description box down below. And what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I work on that channel. Also, show me a little bit of birthday love. Can you guess how old I am? I'm getting up there. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. My name is Michael McCrudden. This is another episode of I.O. on the radio. We'll see you guys next week.